Hey old fellow capes, welcome back to the channel. Bob here again, and we're some more City of Heroes today. This is my what is he? This is my. Let me go into a bit more of a no. This is my gravity controller, Gravity Storm. Just thought I'd show you first of all what I've picked. I went lift, gravity, propel, crushing field essentially. So that's kind of like my rotation for generally for single target damage at the moment. Yeah, gravity distortion is no, did I say gravity distortion? Yeah, gravity distortion is your hold, which will initiate containment. As a controller, you need to put the containment effect on a mob, and you then do more damage. So if I go crushing, if I go propel, does a certain amount of damage. If I go gravity distortion and it sticks, and then propel does a lot more damage. It was something they introduced for controllers, essentially to help them do more damage. So this is kind of like my rotation at the moment. Gale, I don't use that often. I just picked up Steamy Mists, which increases my defense and that kind of thing. Also makes me a bit invisible. I'm not sure if I can get to a point where I'm very invisible. Well, I'm quite invisible or very invisible, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. Level 11. I do have a level 11 mind time controller as well, which I'm mucking around with, which I quite enjoy. And believe it or not, those are the only two classes that I've currently got. That's not true, actually. I've got a plant controller, which I'm kind of trying to theme the crap out of. But we're just going to do some quests. A couple of quests I'll show you. I thought I'd give you some immersion, some environmental storytelling, which is quite good. I'm in King's Road. This is the police station, I'm assuming. And there is a policeman here repeatedly appears to be repeatedly asking a skull the same question over and over, while his cool looking hat-toting buddy looks on. I guess this guy is, I don't know, maybe he's a psychologist, detective. Maybe he's trying to read the body language of this basically immobile skull there. It looks like he's probably fallen asleep, I would say. But anyway, yes, I do like wandering around looking at. I don't know if anyone else does this in games, but I do like wandering around looking at computer screens and notes on desks. There's a mouse mat, I think, there probably. You can't see much, but you know, it just kind of adds to the immersion, really. I think I enjoy it anyway. There's the captain here who's a level 11 boss. I don't think you can actually fight him though. No. You can't even talk to him. But he seems to be having a conversation with Vernice. Vernice, that sounds like the American pronunciation, isn't it? Would it be Vernice in Italian? I've got no idea. Maybe she's not even Italian. And we've got some adverts on the wall over here, which is pretty cool. But there is a detective in here that, fight the good fight. Freedom Corps. But there is a detective in here that we need to see if he's got a quest. He's a jolly chap. He's Detective Becktrees. He's a jolly chap. Wowzer. But then if I had such a colourful array of magazines on my desk, I would probably be quite jolly as well. Pink post-it note. Yeah, maybe that's why he's so jolly. Anyway, Detective Becktrees. Hi there, Baron Barometrical. I'm Detective Becktrees. We certainly are. Detective Freetags or Freitags, my partner. Okay. Get started with things. Okay, I wonder if this is like a... police radio. So I can start scanning police chatter to hear about crimes as they're committed in your current zone. Okay. Okay. Oh, look. Cool, I've got a police radio. Awesome. Let's go and see how it works. Thank you, Detective Becktrees. Your happy smiley face has really made me feel... Yeah. That looks like a back office. How do I get out of here? Must be this way. Okay. So, yeah, Gravity Storm Controller. I'm really enjoying it at the moment, even though I haven't got anywhere near, you know... what my plans are for the character. I think essentially what you kind of need to do is, I think I need to get Wormhole Singularity and then probably Freezing Rain and maybe something else here to try out the whole thing, to see how it all works. And that'll be, yeah, that's kind of where we're heading. With the time, with the mind time one, time doesn't get a pet, so essentially what I'm looking at there is the mass confuse spell, which will be interesting. But anyway, that's okay. Several please. Oh, okay. Oh, you get a choice. All units, keep an eye out for Doctor. If it appears as though, although my channel is generally dedicated to old school and old new school MMOs, maybe you think I know a lot more about City of Heroes particularly than I do, but I don't really, to be honest with you. As I said before, it's one of those games I played, I loved it, I wanted to play it more, but I didn't give it the time it deserved, and I'm glad that I now can. So we've got some options here. Right, Dr. Frank has been keep an eye. Okay, he was last seen. So Dr. Frankenstein is missing, possibly being followed by some circle of fawns. Lots of different enemy factions in the game, which we'll see as we go along. A new cell of the Lost matches the destination of the Tachyon Wave Motion prototype. Okay, lots of stolen technology and artifacts and stuff going on, and something else. Okay, let's rescue Dr. Frank Scott. That might be a good thing to do. We'll find out. Oops. Let's do that. Yeah, so I'm a super jumper. I just love super jump, and it fits in very well with the gravity controller, obviously. Lots of mobs around here. Wow. I've so even it's funny. Like someone left a comment on. Thanks for all the comments on the videos, by the way. It's much appreciated. I know I don't reply to many of them, or hardly any of them, but they are all appreciated. Someone did mention that the combat in City of Heroes is, I guess maybe it's different for different classes, but certainly for a controller. Hello there. We've got some fawns to fight. This is the first time you've seen these dudes, I think. So this should be interesting. Let's see how we go. Yeah, the fawns are kind of like almost like a what would we call it? Let's put some damage on and some defense. Yeah, almost like a dark nature using. I say dark. What do I mean by dark? Almost like a corrupted nature using, like magic using type faction. These guys are a bit higher than me. I wasn't quite expecting it, but it's fine. Yeah, so I used my distortion field. Is it distortion field? To basically hold the... Oh, we got out of that. Hold the mob, generally. And set containment, which then allows me to do more damage. Sometimes they break out of it sooner than you would like. I think I've got an effect on, which is basically making my skills regenerate slower. Got him. Okay. Yeah, and the circle of fawns seem to they tend to. I'm in the right building. Yeah, they tend to kidnap the public and turn them into monsters. That generally seems to be how it works. Yeah, that's kind of my single mob rotation. Really, it's hold, damage, and away you go. With regards to enhancements and stuff, I must confess I probably need to look at an enhancement guide, because I know there are lots of different types of enhancements. I've kind of, at the moment, I've just been replacing enhancements with higher level ones, kind of as I find them, basically. Like this, like I'll replace that one with that one. Yeah, that's basically how I've been doing enhancements. I know that there are lots of different types, origin enhancements and all that kind of stuff. So, oops, that was a mistake. It's oh, it worked. Cool. Stuff like okay, I think he's probably dead. Yeah. Okay. As a controller, once you get your hold on them and it sticks, you're likely going to win the fight. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, these You know, these mobs are not super difficult. I mean, this guy's a lieutenant 1 level higher than me, but essentially it's not really a problem. Things like missing and stuff is actually can be more frustrating. You can obviously, you know, enhance your powers so that you've got a better chance of hitting and whatnot. Yeah, so I don't know if I got sidetracked and I finished my point, but someone said, let's turn off those two. Put my steamy mists on that I didn't have on. Yeah, someone said like combat in City of Heroes early on can be pretty terrible, and I think that probably is the case for controllers, because low level's not really a controller yet, and you do crap damage. So that's essentially how it goes. Lots of tricks though, even early on with controllers. What you generally find is that mobs do quite often forget about you if you move away from them. So splitting groups, I quite like to hold, move back, wait for hold to regenerate. You know, hold if it's a group that I can't kind of deal with. I think I'm getting attacked by there's actually a lot of dudes there. I've got to let's get them both in close. Probably not a good idea. I just want to show you. I've got like an area effect hold, which worked on one but not on the other one. It's only like I'm not sure what you call them, but it's not an incapacity. It kind of stops them moving, but it doesn't incapacitate them or stop them from taking actions. So and it doesn't also activate containment, which means you don't do extra damage, I don't think. So oh, hello. Sales come when people care. People like you and I care. Take care of the customer. Oh my god. So these are sales figures, I guess, for the year. Ooh, March was bad. Then it kind of seemed to consistently then go up. In September, yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Let's bring up the map. There we go. I'm also one of those obsessive compulsives who kind of has to clear a floor before I move on to the next floor. Lots of another pink post-it. Lots of nice. It's going to be a dead end, isn't it? I think probably. Yep. Yep. I do like to clear the floor, all the mobs before I move on. What's quite interesting about playing a couple of classes is that you build up what I think is like rest XP, or the equivalent of rest XP maybe. I know that there's also an XP bonus. I'm not sure if it's still on, but I know that these guys have an XP bonus on, and I do feel like I'm leveling quicker than I was. Let's try and see if we can get that to stick. Maybe not. This propel seems to hit other mobs, although it seems to knock them over, but I'm not getting the impression it's actually damaging them particularly. I guess it's probably, I mean, if you follow the channel, you know that I'm a bit of a, there is something flying around in my room here, and I've got the feeling it might be a wasp or a bee. Which is, you know, well, I quite like wasps and bees. I might just stop the video quickly and find out what it is. So, welcome back. Sorry about that. The wonders of physics and sound is weird, because there was a massive bee outside, actually outside. But with my headphones on, I can hear it more. But if I take them off, I hear it less. That's weird. The wonders of sound and sound waves and all that kind of stuff. How amazing is that? Anyway, back to the game. As I just got up there, I noticed on the shelf some HeroClix figures. I'm not sure if any of you guys ever played HeroClix. It was like a grid-based superhero strategy game. I used to sell them in my shop when I had a shop. What have we got here? Okay, let's try it. Okay, so we got both of them. Oh, wow, God. Okay, a lightning shooting mage. Yeah, HeroClix, enjoyable game. I used to enjoy it a lot, and I've just still got some figures from when I had the shop, when I had my hobby shop. Yeah, it's I've got quite a lot of them. I kind of think about maybe having a game of that again at some point. I'm not sure if I've mentioned in a previous video, but a little tip for you in case you didn't know is that if you've got three of a particular inspiration, if you right click, you can combine 3 of them to get one you want. Damage and to hit seem to be the best ones, so that's generally what I turn them into at the moment anyway, while my endurance use is not too heavy. Let's take the lift. We haven't found Dr. Frank yet, which I'm slightly concerned about. Oops, hello. That's good. I do quite like it when if I do a group with area effect and then one resists, because it means I can move back. Now, because it's not an incapacitating hold, then it just means that I can, you know, just fight one at a time essentially. Oh, hello. That's not good. Okay. There we go. You don't always get the animation, but I do love the gravity effect where you kind of lift them off the ground and hold them, and they've got like I guess what we would call almost like chains around their arms and their legs and their head, which I guess could just completely incapacitates them essentially. He's dead. Cool. I should use an inspiration. If you're watching and you're an expert, you know, and you've got any advice on what I should be doing as a controller with regards to building the character and stuff and things, and where I'm putting my enhancements and whatnot, yeah, just shout, and I'll certainly thank you in the next video and implement some of those some of those things. Inspirations with full again. Can you change 3? No. Okay. Can you change 3 of one into like a super one? But it doesn't appear as though you can do that. Yeah, that's if you got any advice for a controller who you know, he's an old hat at MMOs, but maybe not such an old hat at City of Heroes, then give me a shout. Oh, hello, my friend. It's annoying, see, because when you don't get your containment, you kind of, because you know about containment, you kind of feel that you should always get your containment before you do any damage. Whether it's more efficient or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, once you know about it, you can't go back. Okay. This is obviously quite a generic environment. I've come across some other environments that are a bit more interesting, and we will try and do those. Can we do a big hold here? Yeah, we've got everyone, I think. I don't want to be taking all the damage though from all the mobs. Let's wait for a hold. There we go. I love propel is a great skill. Looks like a water machine there. Some of the there's a huge amount of randomness with regards to the items that you propel. Yeah, that's good fun. They must have really spent a lot of time. Ooh, I don't like doing that for endurance ones, but endurance is not too much of a problem. So let's move on. Yeah, it's the amount of randomness is awesome. Great fun. I think this is the second floor. This is just, we've used the, oh, hello. There's a guy here called Regalion, who is the I just used the area effect there and it did hit Regalion. I wonder if I don't think that overwrites the previous one. No, because I did loads of damage there to him, so that's fine. Galleon is getting up again. Oh, he's a magic user. Oh, he's a mind magic user. Wowzers. Okay. That's going over. Cool. Oh, they were trying to get a ritual from Dr. Frank. A time ritual. It could have opened a time warp. Holy smoke. Oh, escape with Dr. Frank. Okay. Oh God, no! It's an escort mission. Oh my God. We don't like escort missions in any game. A little help. What? Come on now, Dr. Frank. Don't be. A little help here. What? It's not one of. It's not going to be like that, is it? Okay, I'm just going to run round. Okay, I'll keep going. It's escort missions, huh? Does any game do escort missions well? I don't think so. Someone should create a game that's just escort missions. Okay, so we've got Frank to the exit, and this is a tip, okay? Any skill that obscures your view, obscures you, makes you invisible, semi-invisible, affects the NPCs. So I was moving away from Frank, and he couldn't see me after a very short distance. But now I can run around and he just follows me. So whenever you're escorting an NPC and that happens, that's why, basically. That was great. Really weird. So yeah, it's quite clever actually. Yeah, Dr. Frank couldn't see me. That was the problem. Okay, so what other missions have we got? Just those at the moment. Who was our contact there for that? Oh, I think it was. It was the. That's finished. Oh, so we got some experience for that. Okay, so yeah, it was a police thing, wasn't it? Okay. So I have our contacts. These two contacts wants to go to a different zone. He's in Steel Canyon. So let's call Eagle Eye. I think he's a member of a group. Oh, he's read all about me. Taking the fight back to the skulls. Okay, let me press back in the day. Blah blah. Oh wow, this guy wants me to lead an old band of a superhero group. Cool. What missions have we got? Lords of Death. Wow. I'm not going to read this. I'll leave it up so you can read it. It's fine. We'll read it quietly together, I reckon. So he wants us to represent the regulators. Wow. Yeah, Chernobog we actually beat recently. Oh, so the skulls are assassinating officials, city officials. Yes, I will. I'll join you in representing the new regulators. Okay, so there could be another official. Now I must say, generally, officials, politicians, a bit anathema, I have to say. But I'm playing a game as a superhero, so I guess what can you do? So we'll go and protect the official because it's the only way of progressing the quest, I'm guessing. I love the music. I don't know if you can hear it particularly well, but I love the music. Actually, while we're here, I think we can... I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait, actually. I need to look at enhancements and where I'm best putting my upgrade slots for enhancements. Because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, there's a whole gang of PPD cops here. No, they're too low to worry about, really, aren't they? Okay. Is this going to be another rescue mission? Quite possibly. Something here isn't right. Okay, so there's stuff going down. PPD officers and family goons. Oh, family. The family. Is that a new faction that I'm unaware of? Possibly. They look like your average gangsters, I would say. We've got some dramatic music for effect. Wow. More dead cops and family goons. Quite peckish, actually, but you can't stop for a snack, not when city officials are in danger. Okay. We need to jump off here, I think. More. I'm not sure if in the game things are killed or just knocked out. I'm not sure if in a superhero. Yeah, people die in comics and stuff, don't they? I guess. But I'm not sure if that's what's happening with us in the game. Or if you just get knocked out or actually killed. There's that pink post-it note again. Well, we are going up. Is our only option. 3rd floor. Okay. Oh, wow. Council Hamlet. Oh, we know. They can die. I'm watching. Listen to the voices. Button man, buckshot. We ain't alone. Spread out and take them out. Okay, so... Well, hello. This might be a trap. Looks like a trap. Button man gunner. So these are new guys. I haven't come across these dudes yet. These button man buckshot. Oh, they're the family. So this is, yeah, this is the family faction. Let's try and blow them back again. Yeah, as you can see, like he's getting up animation, kind of almost cancelled out the lift control there, which was a bit frustrating. Okay. Guy, oh, he's muscle. He's button man muscle. He was, yeah, he was trying to melee me there. Got him. Okay. Let's use some inspirations here. Wowzer! These guys just keep coming. Some damage. Oh, there's a yellow guy there. Let's see if I can Let's see if I can hold some dudes. I think I've held some dudes. Okay, I think we've got the fight under control again. This is what I really enjoy about the controller. It's just this stuff, essentially. No, okay. Yeah, just controlling the fight. Just, you know, I'm not bothered about blasting things down really quickly. It's not a massive deal. Can I? Yeah, let's hold him, and then. Need to kill that guy quick. That was a miss again, wasn't it? Okay, the capo. So okay. So we've got one guy left. We should be fine. Nope, maybe not. Oh God. If we can get him held, there we go. It should be game over now, I think. Some your holds don't work on some high level dudes. I was fighting a boss and I just couldn't get the distortion field to stick. Essentially, there we go. Cool. I think we must have picked up loads of enhancements there. I'll check those out afterwards. Okay. So the cancer is dead. That's frustrating. We've learned that the assault is definitely a skull and the family is also involved. Okay. So mission. Who was my contact? Let's call him. Okay. The only thing slight, I mean, maybe I'm missing something. The only thing slightly frustrating, I guess, is that I should go and read the lore, I guess, but it would be nice if the game just explained to me who the family were. They're a faction, obviously, but I haven't come across them before. Some of the other factions I kind of do, so I know that the Skulls, I think, were pushing drugs, and I learned some stuff about the Skulls. The Hellions kind of as well. Maybe I'll get some information about the family at some point. Okay. Deadly little girl. Keep tabs on. Okay. So he's going to look at the family. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So Councilwoman Simmons has painted a bullseye on her own forehead. So we need to go over to Simmons' office right away. Okay, this mission is of a higher difficulty than normal. You may want to bring a teammate. Okay, well I'm going to stop the video here because I don't want it to be super duper crazy long. But I'll come back and we'll go and look at that mission. Maybe it will just be too much for us. Yeah, but we'll have a look.